by one of the beautiful singers from Kenya, and she's called YVONNE DARCQ. Welcome to the country.
Merci beaucoup.
How did you feel to be in Kigali for first time, I guess?
It's a beautiful city, and the one thing I've noticed is it's very clean. Very, very clean. So well done on that. You're teaching the rest of Africa to do so. So I'm happy about that.
That's the only thing you can say?
Well, I haven't visited any. I landed at 6 a.m. this morning. So in between the other country I've come from the media tour, today after this interview is when now I'm going to have some time to go and do some sightseeing before it gets dark.
Arrived actually in a harsh and high season, I would say. It's right after the polling. We voted for our president, the next one. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did. In fact, we were doing our media tour in Tanzania. So we were there when you guys were voting here. So we've come right after. In fact, right now, Kenya's about to go and vote too.
Heard about the name of the president elected?
There's obviously Uhuru and there is obviously Raila. So we don't know yet. Voting is tomorrow.
I mean about your side.
Your side? No. I don't know much. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know much. But I know you guys are a very warm, loving, and peaceful nation now. And that's one thing that we all need to learn to be.
You should run something because you have some branches.
I do, but that's why I'm here. Je suis là pour ça. One of the main things is I'm here because of my media tour. I've rebranded myself. I've been in the industry for about 13 years, but you know, testing the waters, trying to understand yourself, finding yourself. So last year I took a break, 1 year off to get a team because an artist without a team is nothing. And I found the perfect management. I've got my solid team, and now there's going to be consistency, and I have a new brand. And the new brand stands for this African woman who is a modern woman.
That's the type of the new brand, African woman?
Yes, I am an African woman with 5 different backgrounds, and Rwanda is one of them. So my mother, elle est noire. She's...
Elle est noire?
Oui, elle est noire. Black beauty.
De quel pays?
Elle est Kenyan, Rwandaise, Congolaise, Burundienne, Burundienne et Sud-Soudanaise. Puis mon père, il est blanc, et français, hollandais et belge.
Raison pour laquelle tu parles aussi le français. Ok. Vous êtes ici, comme tu l'as dit, for media tour. Why are you touring for a new album, a new song?
I'm touring for a new song, and it's part of the new brand I was telling you, which is this modern African woman, but who is embracing and searching, soul searching for the African culture and heritage that's been forgotten from our ancestors. So that's part of me, which is I'm also looking, this is my first time here, I'm also trying to come and understand some few things about my Rwandan side. And obviously, I can't learn everything in one trip. I'm here for a short time, but I'm definitely going to come back on holiday so I can learn and feel the cultural food, the cultural background, the cultural fashion, you know, because I'm trying to make sure that our children and their children that follow, the generations to come, embrace the culture. So mixing the old with the new and keeping it going.
Yeah, planning to come back, ladies and gentlemen, for the holiday. That's probably where I'm going to match her sister. Just joking. Yeah, she's called YVONNE DARCQ, talking to us, coming for a tour in the country. Let's a little bit start from where you started your music career. You're still young, you're like 27 years old.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah, how did you find out?
I can see, my eyes can tell, you're still young. When did you start your music career? How did it come back? How did you decide to be an artist rather than being something else?
Well, I've been singing from before I could talk, so from the age of about 1.5. But I professionally recorded my first single when I was 13 years old. And it was a gospel song, and I recorded it in a school that's well known in Kenya for being musically oriented, which is called Greenfield School. So that's where I recorded my first
It was
song.
featuring with
it was
Fina.
Yes, I see somebody has researched you. Well done. I'm impressed. Yes, Fina, and there was another student who was 2 years under me, and he rapped in the song. I'm still shocked. I'm very impressed. And then when I was 16 is now when I recorded more singles, where I recorded with Uko Flani, Sharama, Kanibal. Yes.
That's what it means. He
Yeah.
also speaks Swahili.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on.
And pia kulikuwa Kalamashaka. So then later on I did Nazizi, I did Damadubling from Mozambique.
Oh.
I worked with Victoria Kimani.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
Big,
we
big
recorded the
females
song
in Kenya,
Ulala Wewe.
in Africa. Indeed.
Yes. And then from there I recorded a few other of my singles which I released. And then now after the last single I recorded, which was Duka, I decided not to go onto a break because I knew where I wanted to go, and I knew I needed to find my team, and I knew I wanted to rebrand myself. So I had said thank you to God for all the steps I had gone through from then till where I had reached, but also I realized I have a different path, and God keeps bringing me back on that route, so I need to listen to Him, and I need to take some time off and build a proper team that will take me into the right foundation.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself as a starting artist right now, or someone really catching people's souls and brains on local level, on a regional level, on a continental level?
Well, local and regional, even continental, a lot of people know who I am. But it's now that I'm embracing and going forward with the team, because before that I was doing it on my own. You know, like I said, I was still testing the waters, but a lot of people know and have heard of me or heard of my songs, know who I am. But then it's now that I've now known that this is now the proper professional way to build, because we do have a big problem with management of artists in Africa. It's very hard to come across a manager who knows what they're doing, who understands the system, and who leads you in the right direction, and who takes you on for who you are, and accepts you as who you are and pushes you for what you are, and not taking advantage of you, which is very rare. So I've had a lot of managers here and there, but now I found the right team. So everybody's path is different. Mine's taken 13 to 14 years, but you know, everyone has a different timeline.
Yeah, the managers around and I hope and I feel vizuri. Changamoto gani ulikutana nazo as a female artist in Kenya? Changamoto, challenges, the most challenges
zangu
as a female artist from Kenya.
Challenges ambazo zilianza because one, I am mixed, so trying to find the niche na pia kujielewa pia ndio ilikuwa mimi mwenyewe ndio ilikuwa shida, because watu wanakufuata vile huko, so kama ujielewi watu hawawezi kuelewa pia. So saizi wanajua mimi nani, wananielewa juu I stand firm na niko confident. Challenges zangu sana ni it's life. Les choses sont dures, il y a rien qui vient facilement. You know, there's challenges for everything. But what I do is I take them on every time and learn not to compete with anyone else but myself. Make sure that I wake up every morning and I know qu'est-ce qu'il y a que j'ai pas fait mieux hier que je peux faire aujourd'hui. So challenges ni hizo tu za kawaida za maisha, na pia kukua kwa industry for that long, you know, unazungushwa na watu, mara watu wanakuambia usiimbe hivi, uimbe hivyo, you sound not good enough, or you can't sing, or you can, tu sais. So, quand ils jouent avec ta tête, jusqu'au moment que tu te retrouves et que tu as ton confidence, c'est là où que tu peux t'en sortir de cette mirage de négativité et se retrouver, because the moment you're positive is when everything starts unfolding.
On a vraiment trop parlé, il faut qu'on chante.
Okay, so I'll sing for you.
Tu vas faire?
Ma nouvelle chanson, qui s'appelle Fearless. Okay. Je chante d'ailleurs en 5 langues. Alors je vais t'expliquer ça. Je n'ai pas peur si au grand pays. Je n'ai pas peur si na machozi. Je n'ai pas peur la bangakate. Je n'ai pas peur na mahaifa. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Ouais, ça c'est la chanson. Let's talk about that song. What does it talk about when you actually sat down, started writing and writing? What did you want to express in that song?
The reason why it's the first song I've released since I rebranded myself is because it's talking about different aspects of life. And the main message is you're supposed to become fearless at some point in your life. You need to discover who you are, be courageous, find your selflessness and your happiness and your positivity, and not become firm with it and move forward in life, because human beings, we tend to float around negativity so much, and we tend to put ourselves down without accepting the challenges of our greatest achievements, you know. So fearless is about finding your unique self, finding your character, embracing who you are, not letting anything challenge you, and not taking everything head on, and being fearless and aggressive in a positive way to everything that you do. So the song itself, when I shot the video with 3 lions, baby lions, which I was very scared of. I'm an African woman. Na respect nyama zetu.
Siku hizo watu wanapenda sana lions, sijui.
No, it's because, you know, lion is the epitome of the fearless African animal.
Kuna msanii wa Tanzania anajiita Simba, na kuna DJ Khaled alitoa nani hapa.
Lion, anapenda lion sana.
Mwingine wa hapa ambaye kwa nyimbo yake, no, they speak about of by the way. She also used a lion. Why are you guys trying to do that?
It's not that. For me, first of all, I don't look at what other people do. I do what is me. And in the video, you'll notice I also have zebras. I have puma. He's a fakoche.
Yeah, sure.
I have there's ostriches, there's giraffes. Because I stand for, like I said, the African image, which from East Africa going all the way down to Southern Africa, we don't realize and embrace the animals that we have that give us a big leeway financially to our country, which is tourism. So there's a lot of projects that I'm coming up with to educate those that don't understand the animals and the value and the work they have, not only to the health of our civilization and our nature, but also the help to our economical welfare, which is tourism, which is one of our biggest levers of making money. You know, so one of that is to raise that awareness, and the second part of the other part of the video was a message out to women. When you watch the full video, you'll understand. I come home, I'm very happy, I've done shopping for my man, then I find him at home with 2 women trying to be a sponsor of this. Et ça m'énerve. Et je choisis pas de me bagarrer avec les femmes, mais je vais directement à lui. Enfin, c'est pas la première fois qu'il m'a fait ça. So, ni kitu ashazoea kunifanyia, na mimi pia nimemwacha nizoee. For the longest time, I wasn't myself. The plupart du temps, when we get into a relationship as women, we tend to put on an act where we want to please you so much that we forget ourselves. But that doesn't make the man attracted to who you really are, and it will not make him love you any better or any more. It, in fact, will make him love you less because he doesn't know who you are. So le jour que t'en es marre de ses habitudes, il laisse les chaussures ici, les chaussettes là-bas, anaacha boxer huko kando zinakusumbua, mara dishes sijui ni hivi, unaanza sasa, mimi nimechoka na yeye, wacha nimuoneshe niweke foot yangu chini na nimuoneshe mimi nani. C'est là où anaanza kuogopa et il commence à regarder c'est qui cette diable, je la connais pas, tu vois. And then you find yourself now, the man doesn't have interest in you, he starts seeing other people, and then he doesn't know how to tell you I'm done with you, and then you don't know how to take it because you're refusing to see the signs. Because us as women, we also are very, we have this tendency of not accepting some things that are very obvious. We want to fight for something that is not probably the best for us. Exactly. So if a man loves you, he'll come back. Even if he does you wrong, you must put your foot down to embrace who you are and love yourself, and teach him how to love you and how to respect you. But if you don't do that, how is he ever going to know how to be around you? Men sometimes to me are like the mentality of a child where they're testing the waters. And then it's not on purpose, it's something that they just do. you know, and they'll try and do something, and then you don't know, you don't respond the first time, so you'll be like, oh, okay, it's okay to do such, so it's fine. But then if you respond the first time, you'll be like, okay, I respect you. But the problem is this act that I'm telling you that we put on. So I go into this vision in my video where I go into a dream, but it's actually not a dream. It's like I actually went into the past and back. I meet my younger self that reminds me, you know how children are fearless and courageous and they don't have boundaries? It reminded me to drop all those fears and those boundaries I gave myself, because the problem begins with me. Because I'm trying to make someone love me instead of me loving myself first. So she reminds me of that, and I wake up with a bracelet on my hand, and I decide to walk off and not try and attempt to kill myself, and just to start off a new life with my beautiful hot car. And I drive off because I am a self-independent woman. I'm not dependent on him. So it's just to break that wall and tell myself, please go out there and be free and just succeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, still chit-chatting with the beautiful YVONNE DARCQ, smart and sharp, mental and physical, as you can see. You talked of something that really made me really think about it. You talked of a woman who is not actually someone really to live within a house, who has these things that she can do. Wewe anaanza kumwona kama mtu ambaye hana maana maishani mwake na anaanza kumchukia wanaume. Ningependa nikuulize, kweli kuna story fulani hivi ulishawahi kuona kama hiyo?
No, sikuiona hivyo, lakini nimepata pia hiyo experience, roho yangu imevunjwa juu. You know, most of the time wanawake wanapata whole 100%. Na wanaume wako 50-50, wanaka mguu moja ndani, hiyo ingine nje.
Siku moja yumo ndani, siku
ingine nje, ni kama ako katikati ya kufanya kumfu. Unaelewa? Na si wanawake tunapatia roho yote.
That was you?
Yote. So what happened is I always give my heart out 100%. I don't joke. So sometimes the problem is you don't see the person or want to grow. Sometimes you speed into things, and I'm not afraid to say I have rushed into things without knowing it, but that's why you have experiences, and that's why I say your greatest achievement are your experiences from life, are your mistakes, because you learn to value them and you learn to understand them and not repeat the same mistake. And that's why I sang the song not to tarnish men, because I'm not a feminist. I'm a humanist, if I could say that's a new word, but I also want to be truthful, and I'm speaking from my end and what I know from not only me, but this experience of the song I sang is from things I've seen that are very common in today's world, and hence why later on you have quick divorces and things, because people don't show who they are. Listen, it's not about you need a lot of time to show each other love. No. The reason why people say you need a lot of time is because you don't come in as who you are. So if you want to stop all these broken home, single parent things that are going on, enter a relationship and just be yourself 100%. Don't be afraid if the person doesn't like this or that about you. If they do, they love you. If they don't, they're not meant for you.
Kiukweli uliandika nyimbo kutokana na what happened in your life? Kuna story tu bado kidogo?
No, not really. It's more of experience of things I've seen around. Yes, I've gone through something like that before, but not the same thing.
Ulisema nikuuliza ulishawahi
mara nyingi. It's life. You get heartbroken all the time.
It's someone in particular who actually harmed you.
No, it's just experiences, and it's something I've developed with time.
Because I heard there was a man that you were with 11 years.
You're talking about the father of my kids.
Huh?
You're talking about the father of my kids.
Did he hurt you?
I mean, we had our differences.
What happened? Can you please take me a little bit?
I can't, unfortunately. The new part of my new brand is YVONNE DARCQ doesn't speak about her personal life. In other words, mteja wa nambari ulipiga hapatikani kwa sasa.
I don't even know how to say c'est ce que je veux dire. Mais je peux connaître quoi? Like you had how many kids with? And,
I have 2 kids. I have
with
two.
Him?
I have with him. I have 2 very beautiful kids. I respect him.
Were you guys married?
Yes, And I respect him a lot. He is the father of my kids, and at the end of the day, our differences doesn't make me any less of a father or a man. And we have 2 beautiful boys, 9 and 5. And that's about all you will know about my personal life.
We divorce one process too. But
no comments.
Thank you. We were talking about the new song "Africa" that you're going to be watching live on this TV. So we'll start it with the beautiful YVONNE DARCQ. We're happy to have you in Kigali. That's one of the songs. Unatuandalia nini? What's coming up next? Any concert in Kigali? Something for the Kigalians? Because you should have some brands sharing in your vessels.
Of course, we're definitely looking into that. First, I came to introduce myself to Rwanda, and through my media tour of my new brand and my new music. I am looking very interestingly in your artists as well. There is a female artist called Priscilla.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there's also
based in the West.
yes. There's also the band. There's also Mehdi.
Very
very beautiful vocalists. Yeah. So I'm definitely looking at doing something with them in the future. There's a song I really like called help me. The Ben and Mehdi song. It's called C.
Is it a featuring with the Ben and Mehdi?
It's a song they've done together. Yes.
Louis Kigali. That's the song I think they have done together. Eh? Louis Kigali. Silvio.
Kitoko
and Mehdi. Oh, that's Kitoko and Mehdi.
Yes, okay, Kitoko and yes. Yes, that's another song that I really like. So and I love the vocals. You guys are very vocally oriented, and I love the fact that you guys sing in your language. You know, for me that's a very interesting aspect because it shows the culture is very strong. So those are things that I look forward to doing and working with. And then there's a lot of other music that I have lined up. There's a lot of projects that are coming out within the next 5 months of the end of this year. But unfortunately, I cannot disclose them. You just have to wait and see. Yeah. Suspense is everything.
Yeah. Kitoko is in the country currently, and Mehdi is coming next month. Okay, you should try and meet them.
Oh, definitely.
Someday.
That's why you
have you started the contacting them?
My management has, yes.
That's cool. What would be your last word to the viewers?
My last word is be yourself. Si tu as un problème, prends le temps de te retrouver. Na ujipende wewe mwenyewe. Mbele uende nje kutafuta kitu yoyote, kani kazi, kani mapenzi. Ukianza kujipenda kwanza and you see your own value, tu vas réussir avec n'importe ce que tu veux faire. So reste positif et be fearless and be free.
Yeah, il y a une chose que j'ai oublié. Tu fais seulement la musique?
Non, I'm a businesswoman as well. I have a lot that's coming out with my brand. So again, wait and see. There's a clothing line, there's a boot line, there's a lot. I don't want to disclose everything, you know. Just waiting. Yes.
Maybe for the time of the holiday, you'll be telling us more. Not
exactly.
Thank you so much.
Merci pour m'avoir. Thank you very much.
Okay.